Hey guys, and welcome back to Almahiva Opera Reviews. Today we're going to do another compound review of two of my favorite Cav Pag recordings, Delmonico's 1960 and 1959 recordings of the two respective operas, and Corelli's 1962 and 1960 recordings of them. I think that it's a very close one between these two. Let's see which one is better. Oh, by the way, I'm going to score each opera individually and then count the average for the set. The first set we have here is Andeka, and it was recorded in 1960 and 1959. Cavalleria Rusticana stars Mario Del Monaco as Toridu, Giulietta Simeonato as Santuzza, and Colonel MacNeil as Alfio, with the orchestra and chorus of the Accademia di Santa Cecilia, conducted by Tullio Serafin. In Pagliacci, Del Monaco and Colonel MacNeil appear again as Canio and Tonio, Ned as Gabriella Tucci, and Silvio as Renato Capecchi, in some huge luxury casting. It also has the Accademia of Santa Cecilia chorus and orchestra, conducted by Francesco Molinari Pradelli. Let's start with Cavalleria Rusticana. The sound is good, even if there is one moment of distortion. The seniors are well mic'd, and it is in flowing stereo sound. The orchestra of the Academy of Santa Cecilia plays beautifully for Serafin, who conducts very masterfully. He doesn't leave out any details at all. He also evidently told the singers to sing with emotion, and he is rewarded in that respect in the performance. Cavalleria Rusticana isn't a very sound effect heavy opera. Other than the whiplashes of Alfio, we don't really need any sounds. In this recording, we get the whiplashes, so that is satisfying. The chorus sings beautifully. Now let's move on to the singing. As Santuzza, Giulietta Simeonato has more emotion than she usually does, but it is still relatively bland. She also doesn't use that emotion in Voi lo sapete o mamma, so ultimately, this performance is mediocre from her. But it's bearable, don't get me wrong. But sometimes, being bearable isn't exactly enough. On the other hand, at least I'm grateful that she has some emotion. Mario Del Monaco uses his high voice here as Torido, which really just is less satisfying to listen to than his deeper one. However, he sounds absolutely majestic in Olola Chialate la Camisa, and his farewell to his mother is absolutely hair-raising. But his high voice here is less lush than his deep voice. If we combine his emotions with his deep voice, it would be a great Torido. Corelli is better in this role. That being said, his performance is still better than his earlier 1954 recording of this opera. Colonel MacNeil offers almost no vocal acting as Alfio. However, he does have power when needed, which is a minor plus. Ultimately, as many other recordings are, this one is plagued with blandness, at least for Cavalleria Rusticana. Now, Pagliacci is a different story, but this one is not so good. 6 out of 10. Okay, but not great. Now we have Pagliacci. Sound effects are absolutely abundant here. In every place where there could be a sound effect, there is one. The orchestra and the singers are very well mic'd. This is a very well-sounding recording. Molinari Pradelli conducts a very brisk, serene account of the score, and the Santa Cecilia Orchestra plays very well for him. The chorus also demonstrates fun when the clowns first arrive, and horror when Kanya kills his wife very well. As Kanya, Del Monaco is the unrivaled best. He portrays every emotion, sadness, anger, fun, it's all there. He starts Vesti la Giubba quietly, and delivers a brilliant performance. Since it's 1959, he's still in his prime. Colonel MacNeil as Tonia, he tries to sound fun, but he overdoes it. Very unlike Milnes. He has a long but wobbly high A flat at the end of the prologue. He acts more than in Cavalleria, but there are plenty of better Tonias around. Gabriella Tucci is a well-sounding Neda. She has a sneering quality to her voice when she needs it. But she can also be a lyrical-sounding lover, though not to the man she was married to. Overall, this Pagliacci is much better than the Cavalleria Rusticana from this set. It's one of the best recordings of the opera. 8 out of 10. If MacNeil had had a little more emotion, this would have been better. That leaves this set with an average score of 7 out of 10. That leaves Corelli's with sort of a lot to compete against. Let's see if it can beat this score. The 1962 and 1960 EMI Cav Pag set has Franco Corelli as Torido, Victoria de Los Angeles as Santuzza, and Mario Sereni as Alfio, with the orchestra and chorus of the Rome Opera conducted by Gabriele Santini. In Pagliacci, Corelli's Canio, Lucina Amare's Neda, and Tito Gobbi's Tonio, with the orchestra and chorus of La Scala Milano, conducted by Lovro von Matacic. The sound for both of these is also good. Sound effects are also abundant whenever the sound engineers can think of some. The singers are very well mic'd. The orchestra of the Rome Opera and Cavalleria is better than Santa Cecilia compatriots. It just has more power. Maybe it's just better mic'd. The chorus is very on point too. Franco Corelli is the best Turido ever. He has multiple colors to his voice and acts very well. This role suits him to the core. He also has many extremely powerful and heart-wrenching moments. This is an amazing Turido performance. Victoria de Los Angeles is also a very emotional Santuzza, with great acting skills. However, a bit more power here and there would not have hurt. But this is just a slight drawback to a great performance. Mario Sereni delivers every side of Alfio's character. He's fun in Il Cavallo Scalpita and very angry and ferocious in the duet with Santuzza. Great Alfio and one of my favorite baritones. Santini marshals the chorus, orchestra, and the singers very well, and also pulls out emotions. Overall, this is definitely the unrivaled best recording of Cavalleria Rusticana. It has a great singer every role. 9 out of 10. If Victoria de Los Angeles had been just a little bit more powerful, this would have been a 10. The orchestra of La Scala is good in Pagliacci, and the performance is well conducted by Lovro von Matacic. The chorus is also good, but it's bland. The children's chorus, however, is awful. It's nasal and simply unbearable to listen to, even veering out of tune at times. Corelli's Canio is good. My only problem with it is that Corelli is simply too grand for the role. Monaco is better because he can make his voice more rugged. He was probably used to singing roles like Calaf, where he needs to have a grand voice. But here, it's a little bit unsuitable. Lucina Amare's Neda is great, and has many of the same qualities as Gabriella Tucci. She can sneer, and she can also be an amazing lover. She pulls it off a little better than Tucci, though. Tito Gobbi's Tonio can be a vile scoundrel very well, but I don't really hear a sobbing quality to it, which Tonio needs. His high A flats in the prologue are also strained. Still a good Tonio, but a little underwhelming. Overall, this recording is like Monaco's Cavalleria. Good, not great. It's good in some places, but not so good in others. 6 out of 10. This leaves this set with an average score of 7.5 out of 10, narrowly beating Monaco's 7 out of 10 score. So, Corelli is ultimately the better, but you can go for both. They both have highs and lows. Thank you for watching all my favorite opera reviews, and please like and subscribe.